Hi guys, and unfortunately this is going to be a bit of a somber video, which kind of sucks because chances are you realized you got your fortune-telling orbs, which is cool, and you got 5,000 feathers from it as well, which is really neat, but we do have to talk about something serious. So I'm just going to use these orbs real quick, and then we'll discuss this, okay? So I'm going to try and pull for Ike, because really I have no idea what else I can really do right now. You never know, maybe we'll get lucky. Ha 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 ha. What do we get? Oh, hey, Kane. It's 5-star Kane. Yay, boy. Not something I'm really all that enthused about, but, I guess we'll just try and put this the simplest way I possibly... Oh, that sucks, but... Not even a red, really. Bunch of colorless, maybe one that's a mist. Anyways, yeah, okay. Frederick, that's okay. At least he's useful for something, but... Alright. So, hope you guys, at least get something good from your summons there. But this is actually going to have to be a fairly serious battle because, oh, well, battle. Talk, at least. So, I'm just gonna... I don't know how much of this is truthful, and I don't know how much of this is actually going to happen. But I figured I would just tell you right now, since we've been sponsored by lon'qu before, and we've been talking about it and how to play on it and things like that. I figured it would be worth mentioning because, well, obviously, yeah. Basically, I just want to tell you right now that it seems that Nintendo is trying to possibly crack down on people who are using either illegal devices or rooted devices. We're not really quite sure right now. Apparently the Reddit's having some issues with it. We're not really sure what's going on or who's getting soft lock banned or things like that. Well, just so we're clear, when you get soft banned, I guess I'll explain what happens. The easiest way to tell is to check your friends list or check your notification board. If you can still see your friends here, which I still need to clear out a lot of people who haven't been on here, then chances are you have been soft locked, unless you, if you don't have any friends, well then get some friends. But still, simply put, that means that you have been locked out of the game in a few facets. Mostly one, your friends list will not be, accessible. You will not be able to access your friends list. You will not be able to deal with anything friend related, meaning that things like Gauntlet won't really be that great. I believe at least in the Gauntlet you can still operate in that. I could be wrong, but in the Gauntlet you will be missing a slot, an additional ally in that slot, because you don't have your friends list. But most importantly, it will lock you out of the arena. You can still play the arena and do things in the arena, but the thing is that once that happens, you basically, you kind of get kicked off, and you don't gain any ranks. You don't gain anything, you just kinda, well, you lose your ability to actually gain and obtain feathers from this, which, for some people, probably not that big of a deal. For others, though, it's an extremely big deal. That doesn't mean that you're locked out of the game entirely, it just means that some of the facets here in the game that have connectivity with other players is essentially locked out. And that's a big bummer to some people because, a lot of people like, doing arena and doing a lot of that other stuff. So originally this video was going to be about how to get hero merits, but I realized that this was probably something worth talking about because honestly the Reddit was going crazy about it, and I figured it was time to talk. Mostly because, again, we were sponsored by lon'qu, and for the most part, usually companies don't actually try to buckle down on this, but of course, since it's Nintendo, we have to we have to respect their wishes there. But I also just want to say, if you're using an emulator like lon'qu or BlueStacks or anything like that, consider just waning off of them for right now. If you happen to have a phone that can run this, a device of some sort that is, legitimate, that can install the device, install the game, not the device, onto your device, then use that instead for now and play that way. This way, you don't have to, concern yourself with hopefully getting soft lock banned in any sort. I don't know if this is actually affecting a huge massive amount. I know several of our people who play on who are on our Discord and play the game via emulators, be it Nox or whatnot, they have reported that they haven't been softlock banned at all, and who knows what's going to come with that. So, but I just figured it was worth talking. God, taking the time to talk about it, because really, it's quite something that we need to discuss, and I figured people were gonna get a little bit worried since that. So for now, I would just say, instead of concerning yourself with friends lists or things like that, if you don't want to lose any of these privileges or lose the ability to use them at all, consider instead taking... Whoa, is this just not loading for me, or am I crazy? The other way you can check and see if you're, if you've been soft blocked, is that there will be a notification in the 2U functions here. I will say that I feel this is really just a risky move by Nintendo if they are doing this, because one, this is attacking a vast amount of people who play the game legitimately. They play it via their phone, and then maybe they use an emulator because they don't want to use their phone because it has a charge, or maybe they just would prefer to have it on an accessible thing here. And this is putting legitimate accounts at risk, and it's kind of terrible in its own regard. But again, I don't know for sure if that's actually happening, so we don't know for sure. We don't know what causes it, so I'm just going to tell you right now, for a little while, ignore emulators, stick to what you know, and go with that, because it's quite a big deal when we figure out that this might be happening. I don't think it is actually happening. I'm going to reload this game because I am paranoid in my own right, and I'm worried that there's always the worry that you might lose your account and things like that, but even then you're not losing everything. Like, you can still play the game functionally well. I'm just going to reload it real quick, ignore my menu thing, and understand that you're not losing anything really. You're kind of you're locked out of arena, which might be a little bad. Hopefully it's not something terrible, like it's not, maybe it won't last long, we don't know. It's always something really crazy to think about, and it's not something fun to ever see. So, if you're using emulators, do it at your own risk right now. I don't know if it's actually causing it, so that's just all I had to say right now. Play it on your phones if you really enjoy this game and you really want to support it. I can't really think of anything else, because good lord, it's kind of scary in its own its own regard. But don't worry too much right now. We'll see what happens in the next few days. Again, we don't know the full extent. I have several people on Discord who have been using emulators and doing all that fun stuff, so it's hard to say what's going to happen. It's hard to say if anything's going to happen, or if this is just a scare tactic of some sort, or perhaps just, a bit of a warning as well. So, right now, stay clear of emulators for a little while, and just play it on your phone or your device that can install it legally and, get it going. This really sucks for those who unfortunately don't have this game in their region. I believe like Hong Kong, and I think even the Philippines and things like that, they don't have this game yet. So a lot of people have been playing it via, Qu app and all sorts of other stuff, which kind of sucks. So I'm hoping that this is just, something like a blip, and it won't be something that, hurts a lot of the fan base, and maybe we'll move past it as time goes on. But, I wanted to take this time to be serious about it and talk to you guys about it and give me your thoughts. For now, though, let's try and be positive. Let's try and think a bit here. If you got anything good from your 10 feathers, feel free... I mean, not 10 feathers, your 10 orbs that you got here, along with whatever else, you technically got 12 orbs because, the daily thing. Then, tell me what you got. I would love to hear it and see what's going on. So, leave a message, tell me what you got. My device just turned off, and I'm spiraling out of control. So I'll see you all very soon. Hope this didn't scare anyone. Don't worry too much if you use Nox at all or an emulator. If you're not banned right now, then that probably means you're fine for now. So don't freak out. Just take it a step at a time, okay? Don't worry too much. That's all I gotta say. And unfortunately, my internet's just acting up in a lot of ways right now. My router's just freaking out. So, yep, that's a big deal. But I'm gonna be going through. I've been clearing out my friends list as much as I possibly can to hopefully get people to, you know, add. So, see you all very soon on the next bit here. Oh man, we have a lot of people who still play. See, that's a lot of people. Either way, catch you guys soon. Thanks for watching.